Hi guys, it's Roderick again. So welcome to my YouTube channel again. And today I'm working on something new. It's a rooftop unit, right? Rooftop unit. It's a two-stage. One compressor is a 5-ton, and the second one it's a 3.5. I already opened the panel, and I already figured out what the problem was. I found the LED light for the folds, and it was flashing 2 times. So most of these rooftop units, if you open the cover, sometimes they put like a table showing the folds or like the blinks, and it will tell you what the problem was. So I found this one was flashing 2 times, and when I checked on the table, it was showing a lockout fault. So when I checked the condenser fan motor, when I tried to run the unit, the condenser fan motor was not coming on, and I ohmed out the windings of the motor, and the windings are open. So sometimes it's anything to do with the motor. It's always maybe there's a wire which is cut. Sometimes the blade they tend to cut the wires, and it will stop the fan from running. Sometimes it could be the start capacitor. So you might need to ohm out these and to make sure it's giving you you might need to measure the capacitance and make sure it's giving the right microfarad. Sometimes it could be the contactor, because the fan motor, if it's one motor, it's always attached onto the first stage. So you want to make sure that the first stage compressor is coming on with the condenser motor. So I already ohmed out the motor, and the windings are open. So I went to the store. I grabbed a new condenser motor. I'm gonna put it on. Sometimes you might need to look at the status, how the blade looks. If it looks really corroded onto the shaft of the motor, you might need as well to get the blade, because sometimes it's really tough to take off the blade. But this one, it doesn't look that bad, so I didn't get the blade. So I'm gonna replace the motor, replace the capacitor, and sometimes you might need to double check to make sure that the contactor is good. That's something you need to double check before you replace the motor, to make sure that the contact of the contactor is good. So this one is good. I checked the voltage go to the motor was good, was a 208. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace the motor and let the system run and see how everything will go. Hey guys, so I've already put the motor together. This is it right here. So so you're gonna have to try to raise the blade as high as you can to the motor, because we want to make sure that the blade, the end part of the blade, like up, it should be like at least like flashing the sides of the provision for the motor. Because if the blade is down, it's going to be blowing air, and some air will be going on the side, and that will cause the motor to pull more amps, and it will make the motor to overheat. So you want to make sure that you raise the blade as high as you can. So you see me, I had to bend those mounting rods, because they were a little bit, they were really like flashing out too much, and I couldn't raise the blade a little bit high. So I had to bend them and raise the blade, as much as I can to the motor, to make sure that the blade is raised enough to be running and sucking out the air from the bottom and going up, not having the air go back inside, which will cause the motor to overarm. So I'm going to install this whole thing, and I'll show you guys how the whole thing will look. Okay, so I've already installed the motor, and I wanted to show you guys what I was talking about with adjusting the fan blade to make sure the motor does not, you know, make so much vibration and pull more out. So it's right there. So if you see like the leaves or the blades of the fan, it's like, you know, like as they gotta be like close as much as possible to the motor provision. So that when the motor spins, you know, whenever motor spins, it pushes the air over the leaf, then outside of the condenser. But if the leaf is down, you know, to the bottom of the shaft, it's gonna be blowing the air, and the air will be short cycling inside. So the air won't be going up; it will be going inside. So in the process, it puts so much, you know, so much load on the motor, and the motor will be vibrating because there's not going to be like the airflow is not going to be consistent. So yeah, that's something you always need to double check to make sure that the leaf or the blades are positioned right to make sure that the motor pulls right arms. So I put a new capacitor. You're gonna have to secure all the wires to make sure they don't touch, especially the discharge, because it will end up damaging the wires and it will short circuit. So yep, I already tested the unit is working fine. Yeah, that was the problem. Sometimes you can already see the problem, but you know, sometimes you're gonna go through like you know, longer diagnosis to figure out what the problem. But this one was really easy. The motor was defective. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and remember to subscribe.